You ever feel like you've already lived your life before you actually lived it? Like you have seen it all. You've been there and done that. Every outcome, every path, every version of you. Not because you experienced it, but because you watched someone else do it first. Living vicariously has become one of the most common things that people do in this day and age. And because we have become so accustomed to living through other people, we no longer feel like we are satisfied with our own lives. Because compared to what we have seen and what we have experienced vicariously, it all feels just so underwhelming. We have everything right here. Every story, every risk, every failure, every success, every drama. They're all available right here in the palm of our hands. And because we've already seen it all, we know exactly what the outcome is going to be. And once you've seen the ending, how do you fully enjoy the movie? It's like watching a 15-minute summary clip before watching the actual film. You know all the characters, you know all the struggles, you know the challenges and how they overcome, you know the victories, and you know the feeling of achievement. So what is there left to feel, right? So what happens is, slowly without even realizing it, we stop being the participants of our own lives. And instead, we become spectators. Instead of achieving, we watch someone else achieve. Instead of going through the struggle, we watch someone else struggle. Instead of getting back up, we watch others do it for us. And the scary part is, our brains don't know the difference. It gives you the same feeling of excitement, the same feeling of dopamine rush as though you have done something actually, right? And if you imagine something long enough and so vividly, it gives you just enough satisfaction to stop you from actually doing it. Now imagine this in a few decades, not even a few, just a decade, right? Imagine where this goes when technology becomes fully advanced and significantly better than the one that we have right now. When VR feels real and when AI fills in all those gaps, how easy is it going to be to choose the simulation over the real struggle? Because here's the truth that no one likes to say. If you live in your head long enough, real life starts to feel very dull. And I feel that already. I'm a millennial. I didn't grow up with all of this social media and technology. And even I feel like this is taking a toll on my mind. It's affecting my psychology and the way I act. So I can't even imagine what it's like for people that grew up with all of this technology and social media. So this begs the question, how do you break out of this hamster wheel of constant simulation after satisfaction, satisfaction after simulation? Because those that are actually in control right now are doing everything in their power to keep us and keep everyone in this virtual space. The longer you stay, the more valuable you are because your time and your attention equal their profit. And the solution is quite bland. It's so simple to the fact that it sounds really boring. As unoriginal as it sounds, all we can do is act. You already know it. I know it. We all know it. We have to act. Not think, not plan, not imagine, act. Because overthinking and overanalyzing doesn't really give you any real solutions. It just makes you feel like you are solving the issue while you're actually not. And here's the thing. If you're unhappy or unsatisfied with your current state, it's probably not because you don't know what to do. it's highly because you're not doing the things that you're supposed to do. And you know this deep down. You know what I'm talking about. Everyone has something. Everyone has something that they want. Everyone has something that they're pulled toward. There's some kind of this voice inside you that speaks to you, the usual inner voice type of thing. And because we are so constantly trained like lab rats to follow and seek instant dopaminergic pleasure, we numb it down. We drown our own voice out. We drown it out with noise. We drown it out with content. We drown it out with other people's lives that are irrelevant to ours. And eventually what happens is we stop listening to ourselves altogether. We stop asking questions. And that's the point where things get really bad. Because the moment you stop asking, you stop searching. And the moment you stop searching, you start to settle. You start to settle down in a place like a still rock growing moss until it eventually gets buried underground and you no longer can roll it anymore. No one even notices that you are underground. There's a line from a novel that I really like. It's called Damien. And this hit me harder than anything that I've ever seen online. Which is a little ironic, right? Because sometimes fiction tells you the truth more honestly than reality. So, I'm going to give this to you. Each man had only one genuine vocation, to find the way to himself. He might end up as poet or madman, as prophet or criminal. That was not his affair. Ultimately, it was of no concern. His task was to discover his own destiny, not an arbitrary one, and live it out wholly and resolutely within himself. The new vision rose up before me, glimpsed 100 times, possibly even expressed before, but now experienced for the first time by me. I was an experiment on the part of nature, a gamble within the unknown, perhaps for a new purpose, perhaps for nothing. And my only task was to allow this game on the part of primeval depths to take its course, to feel its will within me and make it wholly mine. That or nothing. So there it is, guys. That or nothing.